Good afternoon,นะครับ, everyone. On the last class, we finished on the transaction fee revenue model.นะครับ. Let me have the short recap for what we learned from the last class.นะครับ. On the last class, we talk about the model,นะครับ, the e-commerce business model that we have to know that it consists of 3 parts.นะครับ. The first one is the business model,นะครับ, that are activities,นะครับ, that we would like to have the profit,นะครับ, when you sell products or services or provide product or services to the market,นะครับ, to your customers. It also might have it also has to come with the business plan,นะครับ, to tell about like in step by step,นะครับ, what are the business model that you have got,นะครับ, and then you just like use the internet,นะครับ, on the web or the web in order to just like prepare your business,นะครับ, to obtain the result in the profit. And then we have to talk about like the 8 things,นะครับ, or 8 key elements,นะครับ, of business model,นะครับ. You need to just like propose your value,นะครับ, in the market. You need to set up the revenue model,นะครับ, opportunity to your market, competitive environment, competitive advantage, market strategy, organizational development, and management team,นะครับ, that I'll explain in detail for each element, starting from the value proposition,นะครับ, to find out,นะครับ, the answer that why should the customer buy the product from you or service from you,นะครับ. So this is the value proposition. You have to propose yourself in the market,นะครับ. For example, if you would like to set up a bidding or auction website, you have to answer to yourself that why does the customer buy from you instead of eBay,นะครับ. You must be able to find out your advantage,นะครับ, or your we call it as competitive advantage over other business,นะครับ. For example, you say that, oh, I want to focus on Thai customer only. Yeah, so that means, okay, why should the customer buy from you? Because you are local business. People know you more than eBay, and also you can serve,นะครับ, the customer when they have any problems,นะครับ, or when they have any issues,นะครับ, better than eBay, because you know the the characteristic of your customer, something like that. That is the value proposition that you can propose yourself to have the competitive advantage over eBay,นะครับ. And apart from that one, you may say that, okay, you have the life help. Customer can call you,นะครับ, in Thailand straight away, because we say that, okay, we have customer, we are the e-commerce website, the bidding e-commerce website in Thailand. Then that means when the customer would like to contact you, you always have the staff or the call center that can answer your Thai customer in Thai language. Also, you may say that, okay, customers who would like to make sure that their payment is safe enough, they don't need to sign up for let's say PayPal, if you would like to buy in eBay, at least you need to have like a PayPal account or buy from using the credit cards. But for your bidding website, you may say that, okay, we have the Thai payment system as well that can hold the payment to the seller, within 30 days when you receive the products or services, something like that. That can be another value proposition as well. After that, when we talk about like one example, that they said, one example from the textbook, they said that Fresh Direct pays to supplier in 4 business days after deliver, but industry pattern is 35 days. ERP system to track inventory, compile financial report, management of customer orders, own logistic, make to order and ship just like Dell.com, something like that. These can be like the value proposition that you can propose because sometimes the one that you have to write down in your business model or in your business plan, is that you have to just like write down the value proposition as well, because who will know in the future, if you say that, okay, you run this business for a while and then you want to sell this business to other people, they want to know what you propose for your value, and how do you propose to your value, which kind of things you can compete, and you gain the competitive advantage over your competitors, something like that. The next thing that we have to think about, that is another key element for business model, is the revenue model. How will you earn the money? So in this one, we talk about like 5 major types of revenue models in e-commerce, and then I'll just like teach you more. We can have like some more like applying of the revenue models than just the standard one. These are like 5 standard 5 standard types or major type of the revenue models. We have advertising revenue model, affiliate revenue model, transaction fee revenue model, sales revenue model, and the last one, subscription revenue model. For the first one, that is advertising revenue model. You let other companies or other website to advertise on your e-business or e-commerce platform. For example, you say that, okay, your company just you just like be a website like a search engine, and then you want to get some money. You can see that for your end customer. Customer will search for information, you cannot charge them. Otherwise, they go to another company like Google instead. Then you might provide an advertising revenue model to let like advertisers to advertise, to make the other companies to advertise on your website. When the customer search for some information, and if it matches with the criteria, you show the that advertisement on your platform. This is advertising revenue model. The next one, affiliate revenue model, here is just like let other companies or let other websites use your website or platform for referral as well. For example, in this one, you may just like having a website as a blogging website, and then when you talk about some products, you mention about the products on another website. For example, last time I talked about the action camera like GoPro. So if the customer would like, or if your members or visitors to your website would like to buy the GoPro website, you can just GoPro camera, you can just recommend them to go to buy from Amazon or to buy from Best Buy by just provide them with a link to click. When they click on the link, it also attach your information, your e-commerce information to that link as well. So Amazon or Best Buy will know that, okay, this customer come from you. They can give you the commission, something like that. This is affiliate revenue model. Or as I saw on some YouTube videos, for example, some of the videos in YouTube, some channels, they introduce the cooking, like the cooking course or cooking programs, or some example of like some food cooking. For the ingredients, they list out, and then you can click to buy the ingredients from different supermarket. That one can be the affiliate revenue model as well. Okay. The next one, I talk about the subscription revenue model, that the customer subscribe with your e-business or e-commerce platform, and then they can access to the product or services. For example, if you would like to read some ebooks, but you don't want to buy it, some of the platform can just like have like the ebook rental. You just subscribe for that ebook reading service. It's like a library that you can read the ebooks as much as you can. Some of them may say that, okay, if you pay, let's say $10 per month, you can read 10 books นะครับ and after 10 book if you want to read more you may pay like $2 per each book and then you can read it for 1 month, something like that นะครับ this can be the subscription revenue model. Apart from that one นะครับ we also have like some other subscription revenue models like Netflix, something like that, AS Play นะครับ or what else, Disney นะครับ Disney Star, something like that, that you can just like subscribe monthly and then you can watch the content that they have got นะครับ and also you can just like don't use you can use not only just your smart TV นะครับ you can also use other devices like computers, like tablets or smartphone to watch those content as well นะครับ these are like subscription revenue model. Atiwat asked me that does a free software or website with lots of ads count as the affiliate? Free software, is it a pirate one or is it real licensed software ครับ Atiwat? Do they get the money or not? I mean, do you really pay for the free software? If it is a pirate one นะครับ that one you have to be careful. For the pirate one, sometimes it is per subscription or sometimes you pay nothing for them, but they may just like have like some spyware or adware นะครับ into your computer instead. That one is not counted as the e-commerce นะครับ and for the example that you asked me, that website with lots of ads count as affiliate? No ครับ normally you have to see the intention of the ads ครับ if it's just like attach the ads นะครับ for just advertised, that is like the first revenue ครับ the first model, that is advertising revenue. But the one that I talk about, affiliate revenue, it means that they don't outstandingly advertise, but you see a button that you can just like order นะครับ that refer from this website. This one is called as affiliate ครับ so that means the advertisement that you see นะครับ on many websites, they are just like they use the first model only, that is just advertising revenue นะครับ okay. Right. Any other question ครับ anyone? Okay, so if you don't have any questions นะครับ let's move on นะครับ okay, now let me just like ask you for some of the example ครับ okay, just won't be long นะครับ let me see. Shakira ครับ can you give me one example of subscription revenue model, one website that has subscription revenue model?
Netflix.
Not the example that I mentioned earlier ครับ new one. Not Netflix, not Disney Star, not Apple TV ครับ
YouTube, like the YouTube.
Why do you define YouTube as subscription revenue model?
Cause like there are like the premium service without the YouTube music.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Okay, and they just like have some features for you. For example, even you just like use the YouTube music for the premium service, you don't see any advertisement interruption, or if you use your smartphone, even you just like lock your phone, you can still hear the music anyway. Okay, Atiwat ครับ you said Warcraft, can you explain why do you say that Warcraft is a subscription revenue?
Hello, am I audible?
Atiwat, can you speak louder and slower, please?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, but it's not quite clear ครับ it's just like a bit too soft. Can you speak louder?
Is it better?
Let's try answering ครับ Why Warcraft ครับ
Okay, is it better now? Is the voice better?
yes
Okay, I was actually trying that as a joke, but I think I have never played it actually, but I think Warcraft was the subscription model, right, where you have to pay to actually access the game and then just subscribe for the long periods. Or maybe if not Warcraft, then there's several other games that you also have to pay to have access to the game.
if you access to the game without paying anything, that means the owner of the Warcraft doesn't earn anything from you by letting you subscribe. But if you play the game and you would like to buy some items in there, we may be able to define that part as retailer. They sell digital stuff นะครับ in their games นะครับ you can see that right now some of the mobile applications they say that okay they have like some purchasing inside the apps. That is when you purchase นะครับ for example for purchase it might be like the first one, it might be the subscription you pay because you want to get like some extra services or on-demand service, or you pay to buy something, for example buying some items or buying the full features. That is just like retailing นะครับ okay right okay can somebody give me another example หัสดินครับ Spotify yeah why do you think Spotify is a subscription revenue?
To listen to music without ads, you need to pay.
Actually even though you don't pay you don't pay but you don't hear any ads sometimes, this one can be called as subscription revenue model as well, but sometimes they have like some free or trial period 3 days before they start showing the ads or before they start on demand, something like that. This can be called as subscription revenue model as well. Okay, thank you นะครับ so now let's move on to the next model. We talk about sales revenue model. This one is a real selling. You can sell products or services นะครับ doesn't matter whether it's the physical goods or digital goods like you buy some what to say you rent or you buy movies นะครับ the streaming movies. You buy some software online, that is can be like retailing นะครับ website as well นะครับ or sometimes you buy it in the wholesale or in the big lot. For example, if we are talking about Alibaba, that is the wholesaler. If you would like to buy นะครับ you have to buy, for example they say that at least 500 items or 500 pieces นะครับ per item that you want to order. That can be the wholesaler นะครับ if we are talking about Airbnb นะครับ for accommodation, that is retailer as well นะครับ they just like find the accommodation for you นะครับ as you are retailing customer นะครับ that you just like want to rent a house or want to rent a room นะครับ in a house or in a cottage, something like that นะครับ okay and these are example นะครับ next นะครับ that is transaction fee revenue model, and then I ended on the last class with this slide นะครับ for transaction fee revenue model, it means that every time you do any transactions you have to pay or someone has to pay to the transaction fee provider or transaction service provider นะครับ so for example นะครับ if you just like would like to sell the products in eBay นะครับ as a seller you have to pay the transaction fee to eBay. This one นะครับ this is transaction fee revenue. Every time that you can sell the product to your customer นะครับ eBay will charge you, let's say 15 or 20%, something like that. Okay. And these are example: eBay, OLX, Elance, or ubit.com. Okay. Okay, now let me just ask you with an example. Jirayu ครับ
I think sales revenue model.
Sales revenue model, right? Why is that ครับ
Because the Apple sells their product directly.
Okay. What about the pizzacompany.com นภัสครับ
pizza company.
What revenue model it's using?
I think it's sales revenue also, since they sell their own food and
Right, you think that is sales revenue as well, right? Okay,
Right,
that's
right.
correct ครับ same as Apple นะครับ correct as well. Now นะครับ class, can you please type your answer to me นะครับ who have been using the apps on your mobile call 1112 ครับ if you haven't tried นะครับ just download 1112 web apps on your smartphone, then you see like you see the business model for this one นะครับ okay. This one I think is applicable in Thailand only นะครับ for any of you who are not in Thailand right now, you may not be able to download these apps นะครับ นภัสครับ นภัส can you tell me what is it about ครับ 1112 website application?
Oh wait, am I supposed to talk?
Yes, yes please.
It is like Grab Food, where you can order food from various restaurants, but only for restaurant in 1112 group. For example, the Pizza Company and Burger King and Sizzler, and so on.
Okay, so okay, right now everyone knows that 1112 here is not the Pizza Company นะครับ this application. Okay, now นภัสครับ can you please tell us นะครับ what is the revenue model that 1112 apps is using?
It's affiliate revenue model, since it sells their product from other restaurant that is on their own, but this one serves as a medium to the customer.
So that means the customer, sorry, that means those companies have like Sizzler or Burger King has to pay to the 1112 company or not?
Oh wait, no, wrong answer. I think it's, oh wait, when I think about it, let me think. When I think about it, I think it's more like a transaction fee revenue, since they get revenue. This app get revenue from delivery fee instead of directly from the restaurant, I think.
Yeah. Okay, that's right. This is transaction fee revenue model. It is not referral. Because you have to just like go to buy or go to order the food from whatever restaurants, and then you have to pay the what to say, you have to pay the delivery fee. The delivery fee here, okay, it depends on your company policy. For example, if the 1112 company would like to say that, okay, for the charge นะครับ when the customer pay let's say 25 baht we just like deduct 10% of the delivery fee so that means 2.5 baht will go to be the transaction fee that the pizza company has to pay to 1112 company something like that so this one is an example of the transaction fee revenue model okay that's very good นะครับนภัส now let's go to another example julabook.com นัทนิชาครับ what do you think which revenue model that this website is using
I think it's transaction fee revenue model.
why is that ครับ can you explain
Wait, can I ask how's julabook.com working?
Oh, if you don't know what it is how can you say that it's transaction
I'm guessing that we are renting the book or buying a book or something. What's that?
go to julabook.com now ครับ and tell me what is it so while we are waiting for นัทนิชานะครับนัฐการ please find this one for me what is the revenue model for line ครับ line hang on line messenger okay just think first นะครับ now just wait for นัฐการ to answer first sorry for นัทนิชา to answer firstนัทนิชา do you find julabook.com yet
Yes,ค่ะ.
okay what is this website about ครับ
Selling the online book and in ebook.
So what is this the revenue model ครับ for julabook.com
I think it's sales revenue.
Sales revenue yes that's correct it is not transaction fee revenue model นะครับ they don't get any transaction fee from anyone okay now นะครับsorry นัฐการครับ what is the business what is the revenue model for line messenger ครับ the next one is for นิชานันท์นะครับ นิชานันท์ please find PayPal revenue model นะครับ think first นัฐการครับ are you here นัฐการนัฐการ are you here I think she is not here so นิชานันท์ครับ นิชานันท์ what is PayPal ครับ revenue model
I think it's transaction fee revenue model.
What is PayPal about ครับ
It's about I think it's about like doing transaction or something like that.
I mean just tell me the overview of the PayPal ครับ what is when you have to use the PayPal what is it used for
Like when we used to transfer money, something like that.
and you use to transfer money okay so and why do you say that PayPal is a transaction fee ครับ revenue model
I think that like the more people use PayPal, like the company will receive like commission or something like that.
And in which part who pay the transaction fee To whom?
Customer pay to PayPal, like the user who transact money.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
have to pay the fee for transacting money. So that fee will be the commission for the PayPal, I think.
Right. That's correct. That is one part of PayPal นะครับ If you want to transfer the money, the person who transfer will have to pay นะครับ the transaction fee. Or if you are buying a stuff from eBay seller นะครับ and you transfer over PayPal นะครับ the seller has to pay นะครับ for that amount of money นะครับ for the transaction that PayPal will charge นะครับ it depends sometimes eBay may say that okay because PayPal is owned by eBay นะครับ if the eBay has a promotion they may say that okay they have like the cheaper price นะครับ for the seller but normally the buyer who use PayPal นะครับ they don't have to pay any transaction fee but the seller has to pay นะครับ that's correct one Philip ครับ Philip are you here
Yes ครับ
Philip what is the Line Messenger revenue model ครับ
about this one
Line Messenger
transaction fee
transaction fee
for you only mean the messenger or you mean like the sticker shop and stuff
just Line Messenger ครับ
transaction fee ครับ
transaction fee who pay
the buyer I mean yeah I mean us like
oh really I haven't paid Line Messenger a cent
wait so when we order from Line Messenger ใช่ไหมอาจารย์
order what
like
I haven't ordered
Wait.
anything from Line Messenger
oh
too.
you mean like line that we use to talk or line that ส่งของ
that is not Line Messenger Line
Okay.
Messenger is the software that we use to communicate like when we have Line group or I just like talk or make a phone call to my friend that is Line Messenger thank you Napat that is Line Man thanks I forgot that name delivery is Line Man this is Line Messenger only
sale revenue
reason please
selling sticker and themes
that might be one possible way นะครับ to think about it any other things สุจินนาครับ any other transaction fee revenue for Line Messenger
To be honest, I only use Line like the free one, just chat. So the only thing that I can think of is like Philip ค่ะอาจารย์ like buying sticker, which is sticker theme, which is sales revenue ค่ะ
that is sale revenue right anyone can just like talk about like some of other revenue
Can I?
yes sure
Advertising revenue,
yes that's
since
right
it put a lot of ads in just right in front of whenever we want to chat.
that's right it's on the chat page right you see like list of chats and then you see the advertisement they charge the advertisement from their customers so in this one you can see that one business can have many transactions can have many revenue models inside Line can just like sell products นะครับ for example like stickers or themes นะครับ or ringtone that you can buy apart from that one they earn the revenue นะครับ from the advertisement นะครับ from their business partners or customer as well นะครับ so everyone you have to be careful นะครับ when you see one business you have to think what kind of thing or how do they get the money นะครับ and the customers when we talk about customers it might not be just end customers it might be other business นะครับ for example when we talk about the line messenger other businesses or other business partners are just like the company who just use the advertisement นะครับ that is online messenger นะครับ something like that so you have to think around so that you can just like think about like the revenue that they can earn นะครับ okay right okay นะครับ the next one the next key components นะครับ for the business model is about market opportunity นะครับ when we talk about market opportunity นะครับ what you have to think that what market space do you intend to serve and what is its size นะครับ okay for the hang on for the market space นะครับ actually market space is the same meaning as the market นะครับ the markets so that means in this case what market do you intend to serve and what is its size for example if we are talking about central department store นะครับ that they have like central application or they have like central.co.th website นะครับ as their e-commerce website their market นะครับ or in on the internet we call it as market space is the retail market in Thailand นะครับ online retail market so what is its size so in this one you have to think that okay nowadays how many people นะครับ purchase the products online นะครับ and you can see that for central department store they sell the products that are different from the retail markets like for example like Shopee or Lazada as well because like the products นะครับ when we talk about the products that central department store sell they are the product with the brands นะครับ that you can just like refer to its origin that can just like provide you with the exact place that they deliver the goods for you also they have like the warranty period as well while the products from that you purchase from Shopee or Lazada they are from small sellers or small retailers that sometimes นะครับ they imported from China นะครับ and then these products might not have any brands นะครับ and also they may not have any warranty as well นะครับ so you have to think and you must be able to distinguish for the market space that Central sell the products to their customer and Shopee and Lazada sell the products to their customer because if I would like to buy some products นะครับ that is reliable that has like warranty and I'm sure that it's from just like the reliable sellers I buy from Central นะครับ or the mall group นะครับ for example if I want to buy a coffee machine and it said that okay one coffee machine cost me around like 30,000-40,000 baht let's say for sure I want to have like the quality one and also I need to have the warranty and if it's broken I have to know the location that I can send these products to be fixed นะครับ if I buy from just like the small retailers from Shopee the price might be cheaper but the quality is poorer as well นะครับ sometimes except we say that okay Central would like to expand their markets นะครับ to be sold on Shopee as well นะครับ that is another story that's why you have to think about like the market space that you would like to serve and the size of it as well Or for example, if you say that, okay, in the near future, you would like to set up your own e-commerce นะครับ to just like, let's say, sell the code นะครับ sell program codes for some specific purposes. Or for example นะครับ for me, I'm interested in like some design. For example, if I say that I want to have what to say, the design for rings, okay, rings and necklaces, because I want to buy, I'm sorry, for example, I say that, okay, I want to use the 3D printer to print, but I don't know how to design this kind of rings and necklaces properly. Okay, you may say that, okay, then you will sell the patterns นะครับ the files of the design นะครับ for 3D. That means if your customer purchase this design from you, they can just like go to print it out, just load in their 3D printer and then just like print it out straight away นะครับ so in this case I may say that, okay, I have to think how many people would like to buy this product from me. For example, I may say that, okay, it's for retailer who have like the entry level 3D printer. I might say that, okay, this is the niche group of customer. Then I may not have like a lot of people. Or if you say that I would like to set up an e-commerce website in order to trade the stamps, something like that. Okay, so how many people are there who have the same interests and would like to trade the stamp with you? Then you have to think about the market space size. For the market space, it is the area of actual or potential commercial value in which company intends to operate. For example, if you have set up the website in order to sell the second-hand products from like individual person. For example, right now you can see that in Thailand they have a platform that is called kaidi.com, something like that. You can just like go to that website to post นะครับ the things that is like the pre-loved one, and then you just like want to sell it นะครับ something like that. That is the market space. Next, market space นะครับ consists on multiple segments. You have to think that, okay, what segments you are working with. Is that the retail products, retail second-hand products, retail second-hand clothing. For example, some of the people would like to trade the t-shirt that is about like the band t-shirt from the singers or some rock band, something like that. The price is expensive, more than just like the regular second-hand t-shirt, something like that. And then we have to think about realistic market opportunity as well. For the realistic market opportunity, this one is defined by revenue potential in each market niche in which company hopes to compete. For example, you may say that, okay, when you would like to set up the second-hand band t-shirt from the rock band t-shirt, you would like to have like at least 30% of the market of the rock band t-shirt second-hand in Thailand. For example, if you say that in 1 year people purchase this kind of second-hand rock band t-shirt for around like 100 million baht. You may say that, okay, I want 30 million in my for my e-commerce website, something like that. Somebody said that, oh, I would like to sell the antique products. I will set up my platform so that the customer can see the catalog and see the 3D view with the live chat. And we said that, okay, in Thailand, in each year, the antique product market, the whole market may worth around like 500 million baht. So you just want 30 million baht is enough for you, something like that. That is the realistic market opportunity that you have to think about. And market opportunity typically divided into smaller niches. That means you have to segment those market opportunity as well. What product you want to sell. You may not be able to sell everything, but you have to know that which group of product you are keen at, so that you can just like think about the market opportunity. นะครับ so in this one นะครับ let me just like show you the next hang on. The next slide that is about the example นะครับ so the next one นะครับ in this slide it shows software training company นะครับ in this one นะครับ this software training company just like create software learning system นะครับ and they sell this system to sell to other companies นะครับ on the internet so this company นะครับ this software training company นะครับ they have to think about the overall computer training market first นะครับ so in this one they see that okay in this pie chart นะครับ it is the overall of the computer training market 100% นะครับ the largest proportion นะครับ goes to the Fortune 500 companies นะครับ they will pay for the training software for $30 billion นะครับ small business $19 billion นะครับ in this part is another group นะครับ of small business as well นะครับ 6 billion sorry and Fortune 500 นะครับ 15 billion sorry this one okay for the training นะครับ we say that okay some of the software นะครับ that sorry some of the training นะครับ they say that okay 70% of the training goes to instructor-led training นะครับ 49 billions and computer-based training is 21 billions or 30%. You say that okay you would like to target at the small business that is startup firm นะครับ who would like to have the training and then you just like aim to these companies first นะครับ so that means your what to say your targeted market นะครับ is this 6 billion you want to get this นะครับ so why do you need to think about this because whenever you would like to advertise or when you would like to promote for example in this software they would like to promote their software they will promote to these companies first the startup company that okay we are the company that produce the training software นะครับ we are specialized นะครับ in small business training software blah 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 something like that and then you target to that one so that's why you also have to think that okay what is your market opportunity because if you say that okay you want to go for Fortune 500 นะครับ in the big part 30 billion then this one it might be difficult to reach in because they have like some market owner already นะครับ that they just like get the money from their instructor-led training นะครับ already then it might be difficult to enter into that segment then you have to just like scope which one is yours and then you just like go to that one properly after that นะครับ we talk about number 4 นะครับ competitive environment นะครับ then you have to think that who นะครับ is your competitor who is your competitor in this one who else occupies your intended market space do they have any market leader before you just enter นะครับ other companies selling similar products นะครับ than yours in the same market space นะครับ so when they have the leader of that market can you or can a business enter in that market space or not then you have to analyze if that company almost be the monopoly นะครับ you might not be able to just enter into that market space easily นะครับ then you may have to think strategically that how do you enter into that market space if it is not possible you may have to just like change into another segment instead นะครับ in this one it includes both direct and indirect competitors for example นะครับ when we talk about the direct competitors means other companies นะครับ who sell the similar products or services in the same market segment นะครับ for example in this one they talk about 2 companies that are Peer.com and airblue.com that they sell similar products or services. For example, the one that you might see it easily, like when we talk about agoda.com and hotels.com, they just like sell similar products that are like accommodation, hotel room, travel, let's say rental service for the car, something like that. These are just like direct competitor. I'm sorry. But for indirect competitors, it might be the website that sell another things that can be used instead of your product. For example, if we are talking about, let's say, not to say, itcity.com, that they sell just like computer products. And then another competitors, indirect competitors might be shopee.com. You can see that because Shopee sell other things, not just the computers. So we may define this one as the indirect competitors. Or sometimes when we talk about, let's say, lineman, lineman that sell lineman that you can just like ask for delivery. Compare with top supermarkets. These are indirect competitors because of what? For top supermarket, you can order like the supermarket products. While lineman, they have some features that you can order some supermarket products as well. Something like that. These can be called as the indirect competitors. For indirect in here, they say that maybe in different industries, but they compete indirectly. For example, in this one, they talk about automobile manufacturers and airline companies. Like, for example, if we are talking about Mercedes-Benz.com, compare with like Boeing, or compare with Boeing company, something like that. They are indirect competitors. Or in the example here, like CNN and ESPN, you can see that CNN, they just like they are news agent, that they just like propose the news to the customer, while ESPN, they talk about sport news. Okay, these are indirect competitors. And for the competitive environment for a company, it's influenced by several factors, such as the first one, number and size of active competitors, who are in the market and who are actively promote their service and products. Each competitor's market share, competitors' profitability, and competitor pricing. Sometimes the market leader, who are your direct competitors, may be the one who set up the price of the products or services. Because sometimes some kind of product or services prices depends on what the market leader set up. It might not reflect the real possible price that we should have. The next one, for the question, when we talk about the existence of large numbers of competitors, the things that you have to think is the market is profitable. Sometimes you can see that there are many competitors, and if you go there, you don't have profit much, because you see that for other competitors, even though they are in the market, but they don't have much profit. Then you have to think and rethink whether you should still go into that or enter to that market or not. The next one, if there is no competitor in that market space, you might say, oh, we'll be the pioneer. You might be a pioneer, but you have to think as well that, can we make a money? Because you have to think that for some markets, if there is no competitor, there might be two things, two reasons. The first one, it's really new นะครับ it's really new market so that's why you don't have any other competitors or that market is not interesting so that's why you don't have any other competitors so then you have to think that can we make the money นะครับ if we have to go or if we have to enter into that market นะครับ you have to think about this one next นะครับ the next unique thing that you have to think when you have think of the e-business e-commerce business model นะครับ is about competitive advantage นะครับ when we talk about competitive advantage นะครับ this one means that what special advantage does your firm bring to the market space นะครับ this is the thing that you have to think and it is called as competitive advantage that you have over other competitors so you ask yourself with the question that okay is your product superior to or cheaper to produce นะครับ than your competitors or not นะครับ if you can just like offer the superior product or if you can offer the cheaper to produce product นะครับ and the customer get like the same product as your customer but you have the cheaper cost to produce นะครับ okay that one is your competitive advantage because you can find the product that is cheaper than the one that your competitors can find and another question that you have to ask to yourself is that firms that can provide superior product at lowest cost on a global basis are truly have advantage. That's why you can see that many companies in China, they gain the competitive advantage over many companies in US because they can produce the products นะครับ with the lower cost. But anyway, you have to think too because some of the products that has been produced in China may be just like okay they can produce but the product might not be the superior products นะครับ but for some basic thing for example if you're talking about let's say charging cable for your smartphone something like that even the brand owner like Apple or Samsung they produce this kind of charging cable from China as well so the products like this that it has just like the standard of the quality this one นะครับ China gain their competitive advantage นะครับ the next one the important concepts นะครับ so this one means that the competitive advantage on the basis of CA is competitive advantage นะครับ the first one asymmetric นะครับ I'll talk about in detail next on นะครับ what do they mean asymmetric นะครับ first mover advantage complementary resources unfair competitive advantage leverage and perfect markets นะครับ these are important concepts for competitive advantage let's begin with asymmetric นะครับ asymmetric is that for asymmetry it exists whenever one participant in market has more resources than other competitors นะครับ this one is called as asymmetries นะครับ maybe firm has more experience knowledgeable and loyal employees than any other competitors นะครับ this is asymmetries นะครับ for example in the past นะครับ in the past Microsoft นะครับ had the asymmetries because you can see that for other software นะครับ when they would like to compete for example the productivity software like Microsoft Word or Excel นะครับ Microsoft has more experience has more knowledgeable and also has more loyal employees than any competitors so that's why in the past when many of the companies try to just like produce this kind of productivity software they couldn't compete with Microsoft company นะครับ but right now you can see that Google นะครับ Google has a lot of what to say a lot of customers นะครับ then they just like try to gain the experience in order to create the productivity software like Google Sheet, Google Docs, Google Slide, something like that to make their customers start using it and now you can see that okay many people try to use like Google Doc นะครับ Google Sheets more than just like Microsoft Word or Excel already because it's for free and it's on cloud-based as well. The next one, first mover advantage, complementary resources. This is another important thing for competitive advantage. It's the advantage for a firm that results from being the first into a marketplace. You come first, you have a chance in order to win as a leader in the market. For example, if you see like some influencers on YouTube, the one that became the influencers for a long time, those are first mover. They had like the first mover advantage. They have a lot of fan base. And the next one, maybe firm has a patent on a product that others cannot. Okay, it is possible that some firm has a patent in order to do something. For example, Google may have the patent on their search engine, on the algorithm that they use to search and to index the search result, something like that. This kind of patent, other people or other websites cannot copy their ideas. For example, as Amazon.com is the first in book retailing. So you can see that right now it's still Amazon. But Amazon, when they have been running for a while, they know themselves that they have to just like move on as well. Because you can see that if they have just like the hard copy book, it doesn't work anymore, because right now people may want to just like use that book for a period of time. For example, for the textbook, sometimes you may not just like want to own that textbook forever, but you just use it in one term only, let's say. Then you may want to have the digital book, something like that. And in the past, Amazon sold just the book, but right now you can see that they have like some other products that people can sell on Amazon.com as well. Pactel is the first mover, but survivor is Jazz. This is in the US, for example. Another example, for the first mover, when in the past we talk about Nokia, it was first mover, but now it's gone already. But I mean, like the company that come later, or the follower is like, we talk about Samsung. You can see that right now, Samsung, even though it's a follower, but it's survivor in the mobile phone market. The first mover and the very first period of time for mobile phone, many of them were just like closing down already. For example, like if we are talking about Ericsson or Motorola, no more. I mean, like Motorola just come back a bit for their mobile phone, but it's not as popular as Samsung or Apple. And the complementary resource, for the complementary resource aspect here, resource and assets not directly involved in the production of a product, but require for success, such as marketing, management, financial asset, and reputation. These are complementary resources that can make your business to become successful. The next one, we talk about unfair competitive advantage. The unfair competitive advantage occurs when a firm develops an advantage based on factors that other firms cannot purchase. For example, on the basis of brand, like brand name. For the brand name, it has loyalty. Other companies cannot purchase the brand loyalty, trust and reliability, and quality as well. For example, when we talk about, let's say, I have to ask you, have you ever heard a car called Harwell? Have you ever seen a car brand Harwell? Or the car brand GWM? Class, can somebody tell me in the chat box? No. Okay, no. Okay. No. Okay, that's good. Now, if there is a car brand, sorry, not this one. If you say that you would like to buy a car, and there are 3 brands, that you you have like the you can afford, MG, Hawao, and GWM. Which brand will you buy it? Assume that Hawao, GWM, and MG, they have absolutely the same technology. Which brand will you buy it? Can somebody just like tell me in the chat box? Probably MG. Probably if you have just like the car that you can afford are just like these 3 brands. You may say that, okay, I might buy MG. One reason is because you haven't heard about Hawao or GWM, right? Actually, Hawao and GWM, I saw it yesterday. It's the brand new car. Okay. Actually, these 2 brands are from Great Wall Motors from China. So everyone will if I say that, okay, the name of the company is Great Wall Motor, I'm sure that you can just like guess that it's from China, right? These two brands are the cars owned by a company that came to purchase the factory of GM, General Motors in Thailand, who produced Chevrolet last 2 years ago. They Great Wall Motors purchased this factory and assembled the car in Thailand. The car brand are Hawao and GWM. But anyway, what is MG? Actually, MG is China brand as well. In the past, MG is owned by British company, but Chinese company purchased this brand. All technology, all manufacturing companies, all they are based in China. So, but you can see that MG, you have heard this brand more than Hawao and GWM, right? So this is loyalty, and maybe reliability as well, that people may buy from MG rather than Hawao and GWM. Some of the products, they have different name, but they produce from the same factory using the same technology. But people more the brand that you have heard before, because it has the brand loyalty and trust by the customer. So this one, it might be unfair competitive advantage here, as well, that you have to know. And in this one, due to this company charge premium prices. For example, you can see that when we talk about like smartphone, if we are talking about Apple, you can see that the price is more expensive than others. They charge from their premium prices as well. And maybe a company buy a brand name and charge premium prices as well. This is unfair as well. It's possible, and it's also happened nowadays. The next thing is about leverage. For the leverage is that when a company use its competitive advantage to achieve more advantage in surrounding markets. For example, TCS Connect, this one, they just like upgrade themselves. Leverage is like an upgrading from online store to from courier services to online shopping site. Fetch.amazon.com is from online store to fetch food. Telenor, a mobile service, to Easy Paisa, that is money transfer. Fetch Direct use its leverage, direct buying from farmers, and sell fresh food online at lowest price in freshdirect.com. You can see that in here, for Line, you can see that in the past, it started with the Line Messenger, that is software that used to communicate with other people only. From now, you can see that it has Line TV. นะครับ line man นะครับ and other products as well นะครับ this is leverage นะครับ and when we talk about like Amazon.com in the past it was the bookstore, online bookstore นะครับ but right now they have like they sell appliances, they sell like the supermarket products as well นะครับ this is the concept of leveraging. The next thing นะครับ is that when we talk about perfect markets นะครับ perfect markets this is a market in which there are no competitive advantage or asymmetries because all firm has equal access to all factors of production นะครับ for example in here real markets are imperfect. Why? You can see that in here นะครับ because we have like the first comer นะครับ almost all the market has the first comer, so that's why you don't have any asymmetries นะครับ because every products นะครับ every customers can have equal access to factors or factor of production. For example นะครับ let's think of almost perfect market. If we just like go back to previous year นะครับ 2020 where when we didn't have any vaccine for COVID-19, so at that time any vaccine came นะครับ people okay about it นะครับ we just expect that at least we have the vaccine that is good นะครับ but right now it becomes imperfect already because you can see that when we have vaccine นะครับ the COVID-19 vaccine more and more in the market, we prefer to have like the one that is mRNA นะครับ vaccine, for example from Pfizer นะครับ from Moderna, something like that. For the old technology like what to say the one that the government gave to Thai people นะครับ Sinovac, something like that. People just like don't want to have it anymore, something like that. So that's one นะครับ from almost the perfect market last year, so right now it becomes imperfect once again นะครับ because we have like some more competitive advantage from like some other companies that they have like the technologies to produce this kind of like vaccine นะครับ in this one example here they say that Coca-Cola นะครับ the competitive advantage of Coca-Cola is long-term, but now challenged by fruit, health, and unique flavor drinks. You can see that in the past, when people would like to order some drinks นะครับ that is not coffee or tea นะครับ people ordered Coca-Cola นะครับ but right now you can see that when we have a lot of healthy drinks like fruit นะครับ that is like preserved or making it as just like the UHT นะครับ in the bottle or in the box, something like that. People may choose that one นะครับ for the health conscious นะครับ or the reasons นะครับ to buy those kind of drinks rather than Coca-Cola นะครับ. Okay, this is the perfect market that has been changed when the time goes by. The next one is about market strategy. For the market strategy here, how do you plan to promote your products or services to attract your target audience นะครับ this is the market strategy นะครับ this one you have to know the details how a company intends to enter the market นะครับ after they enter the market already, how do they attract their customers นะครับ the next one, best business concepts will fail if not properly marketed to potential customers นะครับ okay, so that's why you have to know who will be your customer and how do you gonna do the marketing to promote your target audience นะครับ for example นะครับ Uphone company, this one they give free SIM card at initial level, so that means anyone who just like start using the phone นะครับ service with Uphone, they get the SIM card for free. So right now you can see that True company just like do the same thing. They almost give the SIM card for you for free นะครับ if you just like buy the products from 7-Eleven, they say that okay, you can just like redeem a SIM card of True นะครับ for free or you may just like pay 1 baht or 5 baht something like that you get the SIM card. Microsoft Office they offer free trial version when you install Microsoft Windows into your computer you can use Microsoft Office นะครับ for the trial version and then but it just like show like you haven't registered yet but you can still use it that one นะครับ is the market strategy. Newspaper agency give free paper at startup one get one free option นะครับ Universities give free prospectus scratch and win offer by different company นะครับ okay these are example of market strategy นะครับ okay to promote นะครับ the product and services to attract your customers and audience นะครับ the next one we talk about organizational development นะครับ this is another unique factor for the business model that you have to think about for organizational development นะครับ what type of organizational structures within the firm are necessary to carry out the business plan นะครับ it is rare that one person alone can grow an idea into a multi-million-dollar company นะครับ like Facebook or eBay นะครับ it is very rare so that means you have to normally we have to form it in terms of like company and you may have to just like think with your business partner for the organization structure that will carry out the business plan นะครับ because I mean like one man show right now it is quite difficult to see that นะครับ in short every new business need an organization to efficiently implement their business plans and strategies นะครับ many firms fail due to lack of organizational structure so what do I mean in terms of organizational structures here then you have to think that okay who is CEO of the company who are directors who are managers when you just like set up the position already you have to think for CEO what is the responsibility of CEO for directors what are responsibility of the directors that you have to do นะครับ so you have to post that kind of like important information for each level of your organizational structure as well so that everyone will know its own responsibility his or her own responsibility or task to do in the organization also in organizational development you need to have plan that describe how firm will organize the work typically you have to divide it into functional department นะครับ these are just like common departments that each company should have production shipping marketing customer support and finance นะครับ who will be responsible for these departments shipping right now in Thailand นะครับ and right now the trends of the world we just like replaced by the term logistics นะครับ okay jobs within these functional areas are defined then recruitment begins for specific job titles and responsibility sometimes if you just like start your business recently you don't need to hire the new person but if you say that you yourself would like to work for like customer support and finance นะครับ then you have to list out your responsibility in terms of customer support what are you going to do in terms of finance what are you going to do what are your tasks นะครับ while your business partner they are responsible for production and logistics production for example if you produce software นะครับ production is the development of the software the head of production นะครับ or head of software development they have to control their programmers นะครับ assign the job and follow up the task of each software that the programmers are developing something like that while logistics might be just like you have to just like think about like how the customers get that software is it just like available for downloading or you need to have like somebody to install that software for your customer something like that นะครับ then the people who is responsible for production and logistics has to consider about this jobs within these functional are defined นะครับ you have to define it clearly and then you just like start recruitment. Recruitment here might be just like internal recruitment. You just see like people นะครับ who are your team or who are your business partners นะครับ for this task rather than hiring the new people นะครับ so this one it depends on your company. The next one นะครับ mostly in the beginning those persons are hired who perform multiple tasks นะครับ as I told you, for example you might just like do the customer support and finance while your business partners นะครับ one person do the production and logistics, another one does the marketing, something like that นะครับ for example at startup a company has one marketing manager but after 2 นะครับ or 3 years นะครับ not 2 or 3 years 2 or 3 years นะครับ a marketing position broken down into 7 separate jobs done by 7 individual person นะครับ you just start นะครับ from one person first so that when you know นะครับ the direction of the business then you can just hire more people after you broke down you break down the marketing position นะครับ into like different jobs that each person can be responsible for its branch that you just break out นะครับ for example in here eBay นะครับ as an auction site นะครับ the founders like Pierre Omidyar นะครับ he helped นะครับ he set up the eBay website to help his friend that was Pest นะครับ but within few months the volume of business exceeded นะครับ what he alone could handle นะครับ he couldn't do that by himself only so he hired people with more business experience to help out นะครับ soon company had many employees departments and business managers นะครับ so just start from like the beginning just 2 people only and after that so many people นะครับ but you need to have like the professional to help in order to just like manage each task นะครับ the next one when we talk about the people who manage นะครับ the business we talk about management team employees of the company is responsible for making the business model work นะครับ so what kind of business background what kind of background should the company's leader have the company's leader should have a strong management team นะครับ should have a strong management team that can make business model work นะครับ who can give credibility to outside investors because if you want to have more money นะครับ for like developing นะครับ your business you may need to have outside investors นะครับ and strong management team should have market specific knowledge as well for example if you say that you would like to build นะครับ an e-commerce that sell the streaming of the media นะครับ like music and movie something like that นะครับ you need to have or you need to hire somebody นะครับ who are strong in that market นะครับ so that they can help you and also management team นะครับ strong management team should have experience in implementing business plans as well นะครับ a strong management team may not be able to salvage a weak business model but the team should be able to change the model and redefine the business so that it becomes successful นะครับ so the example of the management team นะครับ for example like Google Stanford grads student 1998 นะครับ Sergey Brin and Larry Page นะครับ these 2 people นะครับ that were like just like the beginning of the management team of Google นะครับ so currently นะครับ approximately Google has number of employees นะครับ who are full-timers and part-timers around like 47,000 people already นะครับ so in order to identify good managers for business startup นะครับ the first one นะครับ first consider kind of experience what kind of experience that person have or those managers have his or her technical background นะครับ about which kind of thing about marketing about programming นะครับ or what his or her supervisory experience นะครับ so that you have to know that we will have leaders we have managers and also we have staff those supervisors or those managers will need to help นะครับ their staff นะครับ to accomplish the task and in case that their staff couldn't do anything well นะครับ those managers need to help them so that's why he or she must have supervisory experience as well how many years in a particular area and what job functions should be fulfilled first so that means you have to set up different departments and then you put those kind of managers to be responsible for or recruit the manager who who can lead or who can manage those departments นะครับ okay okay then นะครับ I think because like after this I have to talk about like other topics rather than just like these 8 important things that we have to know about like the business model นะครับ so then I think I will stop at this point นะครับ